Hi, all. Meg Rentschler from the Star Coach Show. Delighted to be here with you for my Tuesday coaching tips. Now, as a coach instructor and a mentor coach for over 15 years, one of the things that I get asked on a regular basis is, Meg, why should I niche? I can coach anybody. The coaching process works for a variety. I don't have to be a specialist in something to be able to create a framework of curiosity and inquiry and invite people to step into their own brilliance. And to that, I would say, you're right. Coaching works regardless. You don't have to be a specialist in a particular field like engineering to be able to coach an engineer. However, I want to talk today about how we niche down to be able to level up our businesses. And I'm going to give you 5 reasons why that's the case and what you might want to consider when you think about whether you want to niche down. Now, I'm going to start with a caveat around that. I often say to new coaches, so any of you who are out there and you're just getting started and getting your wheels on your cart, getting ready to go, is that you might want to start with coaching lots of different people, lots of different kinds of issues, lots of different populations to see what is it that really resonates with you. Where do you get the kinds of results that you really want with your clients? What kinds of transformation do you create with different populations? Totally get that. Now, ultimately, what you're going to learn from coaching lots of different kinds of people is exactly that. Who do I tend to get the best kind of results with? Who do I enjoy coaching? Who seems to connect with me and we move the dial the best together? So, based upon that research that you do, maybe beginning with doing more to zero in, there really are some compelling reasons to create clarity around who your target market is. Because when you understand who your target market is, they seek you out. So let's talk about 5 reasons to consider finding that target market and creating a business to meet their needs. So my very first point in this is that even though as a coach, when we are in the coaching relationship, when we're actually coaching in a session, it's not about us being an expert or an authority. The client is the expert in their life. They have tools and gifts and strengths that they can use that are often covered up by the overwhelm of their life or whatever's happening in their life, that the coaching process helps clear away and helps them get clear about their strengths, what they're bringing to the table. However, when we're talking about building a business, creating a flow that brings people towards you, your expertise and authority is one of the things that's going to draw people to you. When you have a focused knowledge about a particular population, about a branch of, like, whether it's leadership or whether it's relationships or whether you are somebody who really works with you know women above 40 who are going through a career transformation. When you're able to get specific about your toolbox towards a particular population, you can share that knowledge and expertise in ways that attract that audience to you. Now, that also builds your authority and your credibility. Part of building a business is that you want to be able to be out there where people who need your service hang out, and you want to be sharing your authority about what they need. So if you don't know who your target population is, you're not going to know what needs to speak to, where their pain points are, and how you have um, tools and resources and expertise that help them bridge the gap from wherever they are to wherever they want to be. So the very first reason to think about and create a niche population for your business is so that you can show your enhanced authority and expertise about their particular issues. And the truth is, if you need a root canal, you're going to be going to someone who knows how to do root canals versus somebody who just like knows how to use toothpaste, right? So we want to get specific around specific things. That this whole concept of enhanced expertise and authority, it adds to the second point, because the second point is that we want to target our marketing and our messaging. So we take that enhanced expertise and authority and we weave it into what is our value proposition. I said at the beginning that one of the reasons why you would take the time to niche and to create your target market is that you can share a message with them. You understand their pain points. We begin by coaching lots of people, and then we get clearer and clearer about who do we get results with? Who do we create a message around the value that our coaching brings? So we go from wide, we create that clarity, and we then craft a clear, compelling value proposition for the audience that we want to work with. It's that message around understanding what are their needs, what our coaching to their needs brings to the table, and the results that brings. That's all part of our value proposition. And by the way, explore the Star Coach Show at starcoachshow.com around the different shows I have in this business. I actually have a show around value proposition. I encourage you to look that up at starcoachshow.com because it talks about the language we use when creating a compelling value proposition for our audience. Now, the other thing that as we get targeted in our marketing and our messaging, we can use resources more effectively. How can we repurpose content across different kinds of platforms around different articles that we write? So at the Star Coach Show, I can recreate and repurpose content that I've used there in short snippets to social media posts, to articles that I might want to submit and guest blog around. So, but it's all under this umbrella of coaches and leaders and being more effective in our communication. So when you want to niche down, you want it to be cost effective for you, which is the concept of how am I using my resources and how am I getting them out to people in such a way that it draws that audience to me. Now, my third point, so we've got enhanced expertise and authority. We've got targeted marketing and messaging. And the third reason why we really want to niche down is that we create stronger client relationships. Now, this is where I want to highlight the show that's coming out tomorrow. A new Star Coach show comes out every Wednesday morning. And this week, my guest is the very talented Heidi Fishbane. Heidi is an ADHD and Christian coach, two very specific niches. And what her target population does for her is that she was able to identify it because she is her own ideal client. And often when we niche down, it turns out that we are our own ideal client. We are drawn to a particular thing because we know what it takes to get to the other side. We know what the pain points are. We are usually steps ahead of whoever it is that we're coaching because we've had the opportunity to kind of learn and grow through that. So Heidi is her own ideal client. When I mentor coaches, I'm my own ideal client. I was there. I was an early on coach. I had to figure out how to build a business and how to create posts and material and results with my clients. So it's the same kind of thing. But in that, we build stronger clients' relationships because we deeply understand them. Whether you are your own ideal client or not, by understanding your niche, you develop a deep understanding of their challenges, of their goals, of what motivates them, what holds them back. And that understanding fosters a connection. It fosters meaningful relationships. It also allows you to tailor your solutions, your feedback, um, the work that you do with them to address those specific needs of that client population. What does that ultimately do? That leads to better outcomes and higher client satisfaction. So that concept of understanding my audience, building deep relationships with them, and helping them to get the results that they truly want, that leads to our fourth reason to niche down to build your business, which is when I've got raving fans, they are going to refer to me, and the word of mouth about the business that I have, the things that I do, are going to spread. So for Heidi, who is tomorrow's guest on the show, when she works with attention deficit clients and their families, and she understands their pain points, she understands the frustrations, the rewards, the impact that the diagnosis has on people, the challenges that people with attention deficit struggle with. She's able to help them bridge that, explore it, make solutions for themselves. So what is she? She's well known in the attention deficit community for the coach that people want to work with. That's the kind of thing that niching down happens. It also allows you to network within communities, to be known as an expert as different niches open up. So let's say that you are a leadership coach who works with a specific leadership population, who networks in a particular place, or who HR professionals network in a particular place, and they know of those leaders that need that particular need. It gives you the opportunity to connect with them, to share about the results that you get. Now, when you get tighter and tighter in your niche and clearer, often there's very tight-knit communities that you can become a part of and known as a key resource, which is exactly what's happened for Heidi. And finally, we're getting to the ends of our Tuesday tips here. What happens when we niche down that creates positive business results? Let's walk back through the first four. The first one is that it allows us to give enhanced expertise and authority, to be known as an expert in the field. We roll that into how we're targeting our marketing and our messaging. That rolls into building stronger client relationships because we understand our clients, we understand the needs that they have, which, number four, allows them to refer to us, to build word of mouth reputation and a referral base. And that ultimately leads to income potential. First of all, if you're well known in your field for a particular thing that's sought after, that allows you to do premium pricing. If in fact that is not something that you want to, you don't necessarily like, I don't necessarily want to charge more, but I definitely want to make a good living. Being niched in a particular area allows you to create products specific to that area. So maybe you provide one-on-one coaching, maybe you provide group to a particular specialty. Maybe you've created a digital course that speaks to that population, so you become able to get passive income. You might create a membership community that speaks to that particular population. That's what the Star Coach community is all about, helping coaches thrive in a supportive community that gives them a place to get their questions answered, focus on getting obstacles out of their way. That is part of what I offer because I know what my clients need. The other thing that you can continue to do in this, you could do premium pricing and you can continue to leverage, like I said, in all of these different products and services. You could write a book that speaks to your population. Having a book of a particular specialty population is going to increase the likelihood that you get invited to do speaking in front of certain groups and certain specialty areas. So, in this as a whole, you will have far more income potential as a specialist than a jack of all trades. Going out and saying, I'm a coach and I can coach anybody around anything is not going to attract people to you the same way as if you say, like Heidi Fishbane says, I am an attention deficit and Christian coach. If you've got Christian issues that you want to focus around and focus around a particular kind of coaching, I can do that. If you are attention deficit or you have an attention deficit family member and the struggles that come with that, or want to tap into the benefits or being able to unleash the potential of that, I'm the coach for you. If you want to know more about Heidi, be sure to tap into the Star Coach Show tomorrow, either right here on our YouTube channel or at starcoachshow.com. Every week, a new episode goes live. Where do you access your podcasts? The Star Coach Show is on every podcast platform. Please be sure to subscribe. Subscribe right here to the YouTube channel because each and every week, not only is a new episode going out for the Star Coach Show, but I'm going to hop on and give you different tips and strategies. We've got some great shorts that give you some ideas of how to leverage your business, your skills, your curiosity, your leadership. That's all happening here at the Star Coach Show. So, in conclusion, I just want to say when you choose to specialize or find a niche, you'll really be able to leverage your unique strengths to match what your clients most need from you. And that is, I don't know a coach that doesn't want to bring impact, to help people make the kinds of changes that are important to them. And if you want people to find you, if you want to speak people's language that you can make a difference with, then go ahead and create clarity around who you want to work with, and then learn about their pain points, speak their language, get out there, create the difference that you can, because that's what we're all here to do together. And that's why I love working with coaches, because coaches love to make a difference. Think about how you want to specialize, speak to your audience, and remember, we are all here on this earth to do the heavy lifting together. So be kind to yourself, be kind to others. Please subscribe to the Star Coach Show wherever you listen. And until tomorrow, when the Star Coach Show comes out, I encourage you to explore that episode with the amazing Heidi Fishbane and let us know what you think of the show. Heidi's actually here. Hey, Heidi, great to have you here. I was just talking up your show for tomorrow. We want to be sure that everybody tunes in to my episode tomorrow with Heidi Fishbane as we talk about niching down and creating a specialty in your practice, and so that we can learn from Heidi, what's it like to be an attention deficit and Christian coach. So until tomorrow, this is Meg Rentschler wishing you the very best for your success. We'll see you then. And Heidi, thanks for stopping by.